Pardue.
We went to Pardue.
On the way, we went to Port Hedland, got fuel. We kept going, which has turned into like a...
It was a really big drive day. It got to the point like when we got there, you kind of drive around trying to pick a spot and you're just like, I just want to pull up. But at the same time, once you plant your feet, you're there. So you want to pick a good spot.
But where we got in the end, like we drove around a little bit and had a look around everywhere. Where we got in the end was...
It was a great spot.
And we've spoke to a few people recently that were like, it's very quiet. The fuel price and a few other things, I think it's like drove down how many people are travelling. So Pardue, they reckon, is normally like you're jammed in like sardines. And when we got there, up on that hill where we stayed, like overlooking the ocean, what, maybe 6 Caravan?
Yeah,
not a lot.
And then we saw the exact same sort of setup as what we have. There was a 79 series with the same tinny on the roof, and then a Zona RV as well. Here's Macy. It was so funny because I opened the door, like it was essentially the same as our setup. It wasn't Sam and it was like 2 non-gender specific names. That's all I remember because I was like, what one's Sam and what one's the other one? Sam and Jess and Sam. We had to go at mud crabs, and there were these. Didn't get any.
Nah, me and Andrew went looking. We spent a couple of hours there one day, walked all the flats.
Yeah, didn't get any.
We ended up getting a couple of octopus and types of octopus.
Oh, yes, we cooked octopus. It was delicious. That was really cool to have that there. There was all these little fish that could, not flying fish, but fish that could walk on the land, like axolotls, but they were called something different. They were kind of cool down in the mud flats.
We didn't get the boat off. Just like Andrew and Chelsea, I think they only had 1 or 2 nights. The plan was to do a bit of fishing there, but the tide swung so much. It was like on that real hectic tide swing.
Yeah, I fished. I went for a spear.
Yeah, we went for a spearfish.
Out on the headland there. And once I got out of the water, everyone told me that there was a mackerel there not that long ago. So no one was really keen for me to get back in the water, but I did get a nice...
I wasn't that keen on you to get in the start. But
did get a nice fish in there.
But we didn't, it was just... the boat, is brilliant. But if you're not somewhere for a few days, and then after like a couple of big drive days, it's like the last thing you want to do is just
more work, getting it on and off.
Just wanting to chill out and have fires. And...
Yeah. We went for a nice big drive, went to look at the river system there. And we had a
we drove down in that other corner,
we just relaxed and...
Still a sunset. It's like you didn't even have to just walk out Caravan and watch the sunset.
Oh, the sunset was stunning. Yeah. Apparently there's good fish in there off the rocks on the low tide. We just didn't have enough time to sort of check it all out. But be definitely a place that would be worth going back to for sure.
For a bit longer, yeah.
We did go to Barn Hill straight after,
which that was again like another 3
yeah.
hour drive.
It was quite a long drive that day. Barn Hill was really fun. Like, again, it's like a little.
You're gonna give it a pat?
There's guinea pigs and goats and stuff there.
But it's so the guys, he's actually on an ABC show. Mum was from
The dog thing.
Yeah, he's on cattle, dog muster. He did a little talk there one morning, and I wanted to listen, but we were also like, let's go out in the boat. So we were like,
yeah, we were doing stuff.
So we went out on a boat there. No one really had much luck there. You got your Spanish mackerel.
Finally got the Spanish.
That was where you got your
I finally got a Spanish mackerel. I think I was the only one who caught a fish there, wasn't I?
Mm-hmm. These guys caught
Spanish mackerel.
The other guys were with. They got onto a few bust ups and kept reeling in tuna, which they said they had heaps of fun doing it, but they're only like
little ones, yeah.
Which, yeah.
I don't think there's a limit on them, but still, like, you got to go on the effort of filleting and doing all the stuff.
We already had like even Spanish mackerel and stuff, so like at what point did it become positions? We've only got Caravan fridges.
Yeah, you want to be ethical with it as well.
If you had a chest freezer, sure.
How unique was the red dirt
You come
down
down
to the beach?
come down the hill, the beach there is so red, and then all of a sudden it turns to white.
And just like the tide, like how far the tide goes in. There was that dead shark. Remember the dead shark that was on the beach that we saw there?
Which someone caught that.
Oh, sorry, yeah, someone caught it on like the beach, and they disposed of it. And then the guy that got bogged as well, and he had a little chimney. Got bogged. He had a pretty big boat.
So he had a shark with a camper set up on it. A chimney
on solid ground.
Boat and a quad.
Yeah, right.
So he was a travelling circus basically.
A travelling circus.
At every toy, but he it was like a steady craft. Like it was a flash boat. It would have been heavy. And, yeah, that was probably one of the harder places to drive on the beach that I've come across. Soft. I let all the.
It was a bit soft there.
I had to like back home, pressure's going on like 12 psi, just cruising slow.
Yeah.
But then on like low tide, the tide was going out a mile, and like, we were a little taking the trailer off and wheeling the boat up the beach, to back to the car.
Yes, true.
I think we had to put the tow strap on it, and just pulled it up rather than driving the car through bulk salt water.
Yeah.
I feel a bit funny about doing that.
Driving the car through salt water. Yeah, we always want to look after our things, that's for sure. We had a really good time there. Like, we only had 2 nights or 3 nights.
3 nights there, I think, we took we had the day off and that. We gave it a bit of a wash there. That's been probably the one time where I put the boat back on the roof and it's dark.
It was a bit stinky.
Yeah, it was horrendous. But
I went for a dive there. Remember
I took that last arvo. I took you out around off the head. Like
no one wanted me to get in the water because everyone was worried about crocodiles, but I wanted to get in anyway, and I did. It was pretty. I think I got a little bit of footage on the 360.
You gonna give it a pat? Yeah. What are those little dingleberries? Hot. Fit in that bathtub.
Oh yeah, it is. Nah, leave that. As long as the kid was safe, although it's not a very big fish. just got off. It just got off. Oh no. It feels so light. It is pulling a little bit. Is it? You got the gaff, don't you? Stab me with that gaff. Yeah, that looks big enough. Quick, turn. We're going to underneath it. We're going to bring it in. Don't worry, Mace. Yeah. Bring it in. Pull it in, doll. Dump it in the boat.
You got the finall. Yeah, everybody look out.
That's a nice looking fish.
Just finally got the Spanish. Yeah. What do you reckon, kiddos? Sunsets once again, amazing sunsets. We keep saying that, like
We kept missing
West
them though,
Coast,
because they're getting earlier and earlier.
but it was close to where we could just look out through the window and go, oh, there it is. Like we see the sun come up over the water, like don't see it go down.
Yeah, nice, cool. Okay, that's it for down here. Bye bye.
Bye bye.